Hello, good afternoon. This is Mr. Gomez, and today we're going to go over what we went over in class today, which is how to take a screenshot with the snipping tool and how to save that image to your computer and how to attach that to an email and send it out. So, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to take a screenshot. So in this case, I can use anything. I'm actually just going to go to Pandora here, listening to some Bill Evans because it was recommended. So snipping tool, sometimes you can find the snipping tool as a shortcut on the start menu. But if you don't see that, the best way to find it is using the search box. So I'm going to go ahead and click right here in the search box, and I'm going to type snipping tool. Now, Windows does a pretty good job of guessing what you're going to do here. So it gives you some suggestions, and here's the program, snipping tool. So go ahead and click on that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a screenshot with that snipping tool. Now, the snipping tool is open and you have some choices here. So there's the free form slip, which you can draw any kind of shape you want. I don't recommend it, but you can. Rectangular snip, which is what we're going to be using today. The window snip, which takes an image of just the window or the program that you're using. And the full screen snip, which captures everything. But I'm going to use the rectangular snip. So now I'm going to drag the cursor around the area I want to capture, as the instructions say. And so I'm going to just get this area right here. I just want to get this album cover. And actually, maybe even just this information right here. Okay, so after drawing a rectangle around it, I now have my screenshot. Now, I haven't saved it yet, but there are a couple of things I want you to notice. One, there's a couple of edit tools here. One is the highlighter, and that will allow you to highlight some things that you want to call attention to. If I don't want that, I can click the eraser and I can get rid of those things. And the eraser is right here. There's also the pen tool, which allows me, if I needed to circle something or write a few notes, I can do that. I can choose a different color pen, a red pen, blue pen, black pen, custom pen. And that's true. And I can customize it. So custom pen, and I can actually go right here and I can choose what kind of color I want. Let's say I want purple, and I can choose a fine point pen. And I can use a round tip if I wanted to. So now I have a different kind of pen that I can use. Now, if I want to erase it, I can, but let's say I want to mark this up, and let's say I want to call attention to something that's here. So let me make a little arrow right here. So let's, okay, if I want. Now I'm going to save it. So I'm going to come up here to the Save Snip icon. I'm going to click on that. And that's going to bring up this box right here. We should be familiar with this by now, especially if you were in the beginning class. So I'm going to click on my Pictures folder, or you could choose whatever folder that you want to. In this case, I can also go to Documents, and I can go to my class folder, and I can open that. If you don't have a class folder, that's okay. You can just go to Pictures and you can save it like that. So I'm going to give it a name. And you don't have to capture the Bill Evans album. It just happened to be here. You can bring up anything you would like just for practice. You could even take a screenshot of the Windows desktop if you like. So I'm going to save this, and I'm going to click Save. Notice it's in portable network graphic file. It's PNG. That's just a format for pictures, and it's very flexible. I'm going to save that. And so now I don't need this anymore. The snipping tool, I've done it, and so I'm going to close this. And now I'm just going to check for time here. And now I'm going to send it with my email. Okay, so I'm going to go to my Gmail and I'm going to compose. And I'm just, for the heck of it, I'm going to send it to myself because I have no one else to send it to. And now I'm going to put the subject. And now if I want, I could put a message here. That's just going to type that in. And now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to attach a message to this. So I'm going to hide this. So if you notice, there's a little paper clip here. So I'm going to click Attach Files. That's going to bring up that's going to open up this window right here. I'm going to go to where my image is. There it is. And I'm going to open it. And now it's attaching itself. There we go. You can see right here at the bottom, there is the file name. And that's how you can tell it's attached successfully. And now I'm going to send it. And that is how you take a screenshot, save it to your computer. And that is also how you send an attachment with an email, or an email with an attachment. Okay, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, robert.gomez@salinas.uhsd.org. Okay, thank you very much and have a good evening.